after We're Not Really Strangers, level 1 and level 2. We are at We're Not Really Strangers, level 3, and its subtitle is Reflection, which is hilarious because we've been doing nothing but reflecting
this whole time
over both round 1 and round 2. What's your question?
In one word, describe how you feel right now.
Tired.
Overwhelmed?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'm a big question mark right now. I think I'm not quite tired even though I worked all day. I'm kind of like, I don't know. Like I have energy, like I want to do something. I want to get out and enjoy the sunshine.
That's cool. Yeah, I took a walk earlier. That was nice.
Yeah, I'll probably do that when I leave here.
What do you got?
What can I help you with?
Here's
These are funny.
Here's the best part. You actually help me all the time. You are the most reliable participant when it comes to the channel. So all that you can help me with is maintaining your awesomeness,
Oh,
which is, nothing I don't even doubt it.
yeah. Appreciate
So-
you, brother.
I, on that same walk that I was just speaking of, was thinking to myself, man, if I could just hit it big, because I bought a few lottery tickets, I said, if I could just hit it big, I can make so many dreams come true, whether it be yourself, mine, hers, G, all kinds of people. It's just like, I know all these people, what their hopes, their dreams, their goals, their aspirations are. It's like,
Once
man,
again, you have a big heart.
yeah,
Really
it's
big
like,
heart.
it's crazy. So I was just talking.
Always looking out for people.
I was just talking to somebody on Tuesday about how it blows my mind when somebody's like, oh, if I hit the lottery, I'm gonna go on this vacation or kick my feet up. And I'm like, all I want to do is work, but for other people's dreams.
I know.
Yeah.
I was just having that conversation. Man, we had a lot of downtime today, apparently. We had a conversation about, vacations. I've never had a real vacation. Like, I've always had just a staycation. Now, I said, my mom made us feel like we were rich because we always had vacations, but turns out I was wrong about that.
Yep.
I'm about to say, better late than never. I'm about to say, I do appreciate like the vacations I've been on in life
Yeah.
for sure. But I've always been a homebody. I've always enjoyed staying home. Like I seem extroverted in my personality when people first meet me, but I'm very I'm very introverted. Like I very much I'm more comfortable staying in my house and just watching a movie or playing video games. I love having people over. They can always come over and do whatever. I'm cool with that. But I don't like leaving my house.
Yeah. See, I think my vacation would have to be maybe a couple of days, but not very I could not take a whole week somewhere because I would lose my mind. Like I want to be at home.
Yeah. I'm about to be like, oh my god, did I leave the AC on? Is the oven still on? Oh no.
Right.
I'm losing so much electricity. I'm about to say I'd be panicking. Nah, it's good stuff all around. What you got, big dog?
What about me is hardest for you to understand?
Oh my gosh.
That's a phenomenal question that I don't know if I have an answer to. Okay. I guess it's kind of weird because of everything I just said, but what? I also don't understand how you have such a big heart because I know you've been burned just because I know human nature.
Yep.
I know how it is. Like, how do you maintain that? How do you still keep that optimism, I guess?
It's hard. Is the correct answer. It's hard. So I know that I've let it slip a couple of times with you. I mean, today was an example of that where I was just like, people sometimes will push the limits of my patience. And so the answer is it's challenging, but I can't give up because I know that the fundamental concept of looking out for people is not just what's best for me, but it's best for life. It's the right thing to do in life.
Feel that.
For me, my thing is, you've always been you're so organized and neat and tidy and
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, man, I wish I had that. I mean, you've rubbed that doesn't sound right. And then
Wow. Oh, Gary. Listen, I know you're married and all, but come on.
I was trying to be like some of that I have taken from our relationship, but
Right.
but it's very hard for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. We've talked about this off camera. The idea that you say, "Oh, how is it that you're so organized and why does this drive exist?" And I've already told you before, but I've never said it here. But I saw this. I don't know if it's a meme or a joke or whatever, but I saw this thing earlier where it was like, why does Gen Z, why are they such minimalists, right? And then they show all these cluttered homes of prior generations. And it's, while I don't even know what generation I'm in, it doesn't matter, but I will say that it comes down to the idea, I don't know. It all feels make-believe to me.
I would assume, because I know your age, you're like tail end of millennials, but I also don't know when the cutoff.
Sure, yeah, same.
Tell beginning.
Don't know, don't care.
Yeah.
But my point is, it is due to the fact that my father would never throw anything away because he would think, oh, maybe I can use this.
Maybe I'll need this
broken
someday.
alternator later, right? Oh, this.
Seriously, shit.
Broken alternator, man.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
it took actually for me to leave, to move out, and to not be around for a neighbor of his to actually convince him that while my father was at work, that he could sell to a junkyard some of his junk and split the money with him.
Yeah.
That was the first time he'd ever downsized, and even then it was not dramatic. It was just minimal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's because of how I grew up, where everything was repurposed for something else. Like literally,
You can always recycle.
the bathroom in my where I grew up wasn't in the house. It was a school bus that was attached to a shack. It's complicated. I'll explain it to you off camera.
Yeah. Okay.
But my point is, his father turned a school bus into an RV. And when his father died, my dad bought before he died, he bought the school bus, parked it next to the house, cut a hole in the wall, and then that
you just go into
that
the
school bus RV was now the attached bathroom to the house. It was weird.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need that story off camera.
I think that goes back to our previous episode where you talked about your shoes and
Shoes of a champion.
shoes of a champion. Like he's always, it's why he's such a minimalist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think we met?
To me, God has a plan for all of us. And while I did not realize we met the day that we met, I did realize it later.
Yeah.
And had it not been for us meeting, I'm going to say the second time, but conceptually the first time too, then many things would be different. Like, I've long said that had it not been for your belief in me, that potentially neither of the stories that I wrote would ever have been drawn or the books would be completed, because it was your understanding and faith that things were going to work out is why that I met up with Jeff to make the first book happen. I mean, you were right there with me when we met up with Nick to finish Survivors, and you've been there every step of the way when it comes to so many things. And so, like, I don't feel like things happen by coincidence or by mistake.
Got me a little choked up over here.
I was about to say, man, I didn't want to interrupt. I was going to cry.
But
Well, let me go ahead and ask some levity. Well, Carrie,
Yeah.
the reason I think we met is because of this man right here. In all seriousness, Gary is one of my favorite people.
You could also say AEW is why.
Oh yeah, AEW is the reason me
all
and Carrie
met.
know each other. So thanks, Tony Khan.
Yeah, exactly. Young Bucks.
Oh my God, Young Bucks, Cody. Am I leaving anyone out?
Kenny. But yeah, legit. If it wasn't for AEW, it would have happened eventually.
I'm about to say we would have talked.
Yeah, but it's because of AEW's existence is
That
why it
happened
didn't
as quickly as it
yeah.
did. Yeah,
And I think the first time you were here was for a pay-per-view. I would imagine, right?
probably. Yeah.
Probably, because the channel didn't exist when you first started coming over.
That's true. Yeah.
Because I didn't launch the channel until after Mom died.
Dang, you were right. Yeah. I remember
so
the
you
first
were-
video.
Yeah.
Oh crap. Okay, cool. Well, yeah. So literally, thanks to AEW, I met Carrie because of you.
Yeah.
And osmosifly, but we would have got there.
Yeah.
What do you recommend I let go of, if anything? Interesting question. Right.
I can't. You know what?
Oh, you got
I got it.
Let me
So
hear
I know when I say this, you can't do it today.
Yeah.
But assuming that I come into money tonight, I suggest you let go of your car. You keep holding on and thinking, oh man, this dealership's gonna come through and
Fix something.
fix something,
Yeah.
but it always seems to be another problem on top of the problem that is another problem on top of that problem. Thank you for being here at Mr. Super Oz. This video is going out, and this channel only exists because I, Oz, founded Gamble Comics, which first release was Everlasting Survivors, a 68-page graphic novel called All Day Long, available now. Follow the link in the description that will take you to gamblecomics.com. While there, you can get hats, shirts, posters, much, much more, but most importantly, the story itself. And so,
He needs to take his own advice too.
you're right. Yeah. So I'm in such that exact situation that I'm borrowing a car to be able to get to where I need to be. You're right. Yeah. I don't say this in a detrimental
know.
way to you.
I
Yeah.
know. That's why I'm
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No,
It's just-
but that's the thing that comes to mind is like you keep having to throw good money after this problem. So it's like that's the only thing that I can think of on
That's
the
what I was
off
thinking
the-
too, because honestly, you're pretty good at.
Yeah, well, because my thing is like, I know you're smart when it comes to saving. I
Yeah.
know that you're ambitious when it comes to desires. So like, those aren't things that I would say you should let go. I know that you're willing to step up and help people. So that's certainly not something I would say you should let go. But the only thing that I think that you should let go is your thoughts that this thing's gonna work out for
Yeah.
you. Because that thing don't feel like it's got your back.
I'm just trying to be optimistic with it, man.
Hey,
My-
he's the same way.
Oh, yeah.
my whole thing is, and the reason I still am on this, if I was still making payments on this car, it would have been gone.
Right.
But the car's paid off.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I
And
feel
I'm
that.
like-
absolutely.
It doesn't make sense for me to give up a paid off car
I'm
for
just
a
Go
car
for it.
payment.
Yeah,
Car
but-
payment, right? Yeah.
But as I keep throwing more and more money at this
It
car,
might
yeah,
become necessity.
yeah, at this point.
That's a good point.
But that is a fair criticism. I will take your thoughts into consideration.
Is there anything that you can think of that you feel like you ought to
yeah.
give up?
I know for me, like, I've always like, because I'll be real with you, I don't want to work.
Yeah.
Like, I
You ever
wanna
seen
ask for a living.
you ever seen the movie Office Space?
Yeah.
When Jennifer
That's
Aniston says, "What do you want to do for work?" Oh, nothing.
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 I've
Now I wanna
always,
watch that movie
I've
again.
always thought it's stupid. I need to work this. Like, I understand the concept.
Yeah.
I get it. Doesn't make it less stupid.
So
And then it's even dumber that I work and then most of my money gets cut out of my paycheck and goes to the U.S. government.
absolutely. No, I'm
That's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
But if I could figure out a way to passively make an income, I would do it in a heartbeat.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I get
And I would let go of my desire to work. But I probably should give that up
Yeah.
and figure out a long-term job
Yes.
so I can, like, do that, retire eventually.
Yeah.
And then I can enjoy the last handful of years of my life.
Go, man.
How about this?
Yeah.
We'll just do one more.
Sounds good. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's a good pool.
As a matter of fact, maybe this should be the end. 'Cause-
All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask this question differently because it's the end.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think your superpower is?
Ooh.
So I'm gonna put it that way. What do you think your
Movie star
superpower is?
good looks.
So the question was, what do you think my superpower is? But because I want us to end on a thing where we reflect on ourselves, what do you think?
Reflection
what do you think your superpower is, Josiah?
All right, and I'm gonna hit everybody with the dig deeper card too, to really elaborate on why that's your superpower.
Yeah.
Mostly because I forgot I had it until just now.
I like it. Because the thing is, like, if we were talking about one another, I guarantee we could platitude this up and be super kind and thoughtful. But because I changed the game and I said, what is your superpower?
You got the answer, you changed the question.
Exactly. But because I changed it up, I think that it makes it more reflective and more challenging to think, oh, how can I do this without, I don't know, either which way you want to look at it, being an egomaniac or being too...
So one thing I've noticed about the three of us, I think we all have this, it's not really an issue, but like it's kind of an issue. Like we don't like blow ourselves up too much. And by that I mean like we don't think like crazy highly of ourselves and in a ridiculous way. Like we're very like grounded.
There has been a time in my life, and it was when I had the same job for 7 years.
Yeah.
When I would jokingly, but not jokingly, say, I am Oz the Great and Powerful Wizard. Because...
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Because I knew so much about so much that I could help so many people that they thought that I basically was magic. Granted wishes, that's a great way to put it. But yes, naturally, I don't look at myself in that way because realistically, I know that I'm just as much trying to figure things out as basically everybody else.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think I found a superpower for myself. My superpower would be super adaptability. And so I know you guys don't watch anime, so this reference won't make any sense to you. But I'd be like Magaraga from Jujutsu Kaisen. So
these are some big words you're saying.
So Magaraga in Jujutsu Kaisen, his whole ability is basically once he's hit with an attack, that attack will no longer work against him.
Doomsday. You're saying Doomsday.
Yeah, I could say yeah.
Superman. I got that one.
I guess that was the quickest reference I pulled from the
American equivalent.
Yeah, I'm about to say Doomsday. Yes, is actually the equivalent. Yes, I'd essentially be Doomsday in that I feel like I can adapt to any situation given enough time.
And the thing is, I thoroughly agree with you because there's never been a time since I've known you where I have called upon your assistance and you were unable to figure it out. And so, no, I agree with you wholeheartedly that adaptability is a mastery of Josiah.
Yeah. I definitely feel like that's probably my best quality trait. Like, as far as like, as one of the things like I'm proud of myself in is like, okay, what's going on? All right, how do I make this work? How do I adjust the situation? Like even coming here to film this today, like
we had to adapt and overcome.
Had to adapt and overcome, but we made it work. We figured it out, and now here we are live and in living Technicolor, making it happen.
All right, what is your superpower?
So mine's kind of, there's two kind of. So I feel as though that I'm very good at I want to be a healer.
Yeah.
I like but I also like caring for people too. So I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah. I can definitely see that for you because every time I see you, you're always nursing this man back to health, essentially, if not like physically, mentally, or emotionally. And I feel like those are like essential. What you do.
Yeah, they are definitely correlating factors. They're things that work hand in hand together.
Even when I was down, like you always like, oh, don't worry, it'll be all right, or you'll figure it out. And like, even if I didn't believe it at the time, hearing it from somebody else helps you reach that conclusion as well.
Thank you.
I do think you're really great at that.
Well, and yeah, I agree that I think that makes sense for
her power.
Yes. My superpower, and this folder is actually a perfect illustration thereof, is the ability to put a character onto every person I've ever met. make the snap concept of this is who that person is, and then formulate a story. And so the ability to understand people in a characteristic way.
I'm not gonna lie, I like both these designs.
Thanks. Yeah, so that's just always been my superpower. And I even make the joke to. I've made the joke to even my most recent boss / partner that I said, oh, if I was to put somebody in the role of your character, I was like, oh, you're Jason Aldean and you're Karrion Kross. Because these two people I met, instantly I saw them in that way.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's always been my power. And like, I've said this, I believe, on the channel, but definitely I've said it to Brandon to his face, that when I met him, I was like, not only did I cast an actor for the role, but I also was like, oh, this is what best fits you as a person, which is forever young. And so that's always,
man has the day since I met him.
yeah, and so that's always been my
I
superpower.
don't think I've ever seen a gray hair on.
I don't think he has.
I would say snap judgment is the meet you and figure out what
where you
fits.
fit in the world.
Yes. But yeah, I appreciate your help.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for everything. While I was cleaning up the cards from the 3 games, level 1, level 2, and level 3, I ran across the final card. So, because this is the first time we've ever played, we're not really strangers. I did not know there was a final card. And so, the superpower is not the final question. The final question, it's not the final card, it was the final question, but the final card says, each player write a message to the other players. Fold and exchange only open once you have parted. So, I gave the notebook to Josiah. He has to write 2 notes, fold it up, give one to Mrs. Super Oz and one to myself. Then he'll give the notepad to her, and then she will give it to me. And then that will be the conclusion of the game.
That's actually impactful.
We will not read them on the channel, but we will have them, and yeah, it'll just be a fun way to close.
You know what? Love that.